far as the mud forms go, basically to know if it's in a mud or not, like 99 times out of 10, if it's in the burbs, it is. But what I'll do is I'll click on the tax account here. And if you scroll down under mud information, it's going to give you the mud number.
Okay. I was looking at just the tax.
So go to HAR. Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I click on this, so basically I just clicked on that little 768, it's going to pull up another number. And basically this is the information that gets plugged into the mud form.
Okay.
So if you go into zip forms and it's an HAR form, I think it's HAR 400, you can just type in 400 and it should pull up the mud district notice. So basically the name gets plugged up here in the top. As we
So you have to spell it all out.
yeah, so Northwest Harris County mud number 28. And then, so let's kind of go through this. So the real property described below that you're about to purchase is in the blank mud. District, the district has taxing authority separate from any other taxing authority and may, subject to voter approval, issue an unlimited amount of bonds and levy an unlimited tax rate for payment of such bonds. As of this date, the rate of taxes that are levied in this district is, and that's 0.68. So that tax rate is here. So plug that in on each $100 of assessed valuation. If the district has not yet levied taxes, then the projected or proposed tax rate is blank. So this would be NA in most situations, because in most situations there's already a tax rate. So you're gonna need to hit a space bar and then NA. The total amount of bonds excluding refunding bonds, approved by the voters is blank, and the aggregate initial amount of principal bonds issued is blank. So authorized is first and then issued. So you see here authorized is here, that's 13.5 mil, 13.5. And then 8.120, 8.120,000. Okay, so that's kind of basically how you fill that out. So you put the mud up top, the tax rate. If it's just projected, you would put that next, but then you would put authorized and then issued. And I'll have this all filled out if you just want those. So for number 2, so basically, like, just so you're aware, when you click on this, it like refreshes. So you basically have to like just type it. You can't copy it.
Oh, okay.
The district has the authority to adopt a standby fee on property that has water, sewer, or drainage facilities, but not connected, which does not have a house. So sometimes they have a standby fee. So like in a community where the homes have not yet been built, right?
Okay.
And it's a lot of lots, they may have a standby fee where they charge you 25 cents for every whatever. Basically, this would be in a community where like things are just being built. So like this home that your client's looking at was built in 99. So like clearly everything's kind of been done already.
Right.
But like in a community, like a new development, like if you were out in like Hockley or somewhere, it may have. So here I'm going to put NA. Okay. So that's section 2. Again, would really only apply for something that hasn't been built, if it's a lot. And this would be something that is generally like you wouldn't be filling out a mud form for like a new construction. They probably already have this verbiage in their contract.
Yeah.
Section 3, you have to mark an X in one of the following 3 spaces. So section 1 is if it's within the corporate boundaries of a municipality, so it's within city limits. Number 2 is if it's located in ETJ. And number 3 is if it's outside of city limits and outside of an ETJ. So the way that you figure this out is you're going to go to the homepage of Matrix. And down here on the right-hand side, or I'm not sure where it is on yours, but external links, there's an ETJ and city limits map. And basically if you click this, it brings up a really big PDF of all of the homes. So what I will do normally is I'm going to look up where this house is. And obviously you may already know it because you've been there, but like look up where this house is. So it's south of 2920, west of 45, just south of 99. So basically I would need to zoom in on this ETJ map. Depending on your familiarity with the areas, it obviously is a little bit more or less difficult.
Mhm.
but basically we've got 45 here. This is 1960. This is 29. Oh, this is 1960 and this is 2920 here. 99 is not yet on this map, but 99 would be further north, right? So this is in Houston ETJ, because basically like even like, because this is 1960 and this is 45.
Uh-huh. It's like
Um,
all of that area.
yeah, and then like this is 1960 here and this is 45.
Uh-huh.
So up until you get like out here, which is way further north, you're still in a Houston ETJ. Okay. So basically what that means is on this form, I'm going to check box 2, which it's located whole or in part of an ETJ of one or more home rule municipalities. And then you complete paragraph B. So I'm going to come down to paragraph B. I'm going to say that it's in an ETJ of the city of Houston. Okay. So basically what that means is number 1 in paragraph A is it's within the city limits of whatever city. And if you look at this map, that would be the dark orange. That would be Tomball city limits, Houston
Okay.
city limits, Jersey Village, Prairie View, Waller, whatever cities. That's the dark orange. The light orange is an ETJ, and you're going to see in very light font what city ETJ it is. Most of them are Houston, but there are others, right? And then section 3 of the form, if it's outside of city limits and outside of ETJ, is the light yellowish, the light orange. And that
Okay.
means that it's like, yeah, so like Galveston County, whatever else it may be. Okay. The final thing that you need to do on this is take the legal description of the property and copy it, and then you're going to paste it here. So the purpose of this district is to provide water, sewer, drainage, or flood control facilities and services within the district through the issuance of bonds payable in whole or part from property taxes. The legal description of the property that you are acquiring is as follows. You put that there. Finally, what you would put in is the tax year. So basically, this is for 2019 that you would put down at the bottom. When you send this to a client, if you're working with a buyer, you're going to want to put on here for office use only, because basically you're going to have buyer name here, right? So when you send this via DocuSign, basically like I'll send it to the client, and then at the top, I would just send it to me too, right? And I would put up here like for office use only.
Okay, so did I even take the seller name off of it?
You can, yeah, delete that, that's fine. So then I would just send this to my client to DocuSign, or, for informational purposes only, you can put up at the top,
Okay.
or something like that. And you would just need to obviously like export it or, edit it in DocuSign to say that.
Okay.